So traders, I want to give you an update across the actual markets today, but I also want to talk to you about how I personally trade the markets and what I do and why I believe there's another really good opportunity happening right now today in the markets that nobody is actually talking about, that I'm probably going to take advantage of, and I believe it's at the start of a move, and I want to talk to you about that in today's video. So the first thing that I want to cover here is with silver and gold. Okay, silver and gold are still going parabolic, but mark my words, guys, we're getting towards the end of this move. Okay, no FOMO, and you know what they call that? October, right? It's called Rocktober. So Rocktober, if we go to this chart here, this here is the good old vertical charts, and just I keep looking at these charts here, right? That's the silver chart, that's the chart there, and that's the chart there, right? So just remember that, yes, we're continuing to the upside, and yes, it looks like that silver and gold may even have a little bit more upside to come out of them right now. Now bear in mind, one thing that people just don't understand about my personal trading is they see me get out a couple of weeks ago out of the silver SLV and SIL. You must understand the reason why I did that, because I was utilizing options and I have a thing called time decay. Meaning, if we were going to go sideways or even have a bit of a pullback for a week or two before seeing another move, that would crush my options. So it was being smart as a trader to get out of it. Now, just because I get out of something doesn't mean I don't think it's not going to continue up, right? And it definitely doesn't mean that just because I think something's ending, I'm going to short it. You see all this thinking stuff, right? It's like, oh, well, John, if you think it's going to go down, why don't we short it? It's definitely the wrong idea around the trading from there. So for me, it's just being smart about it. And that's one of the reasons why I exited. If you know anything about me, I've always had a rough target of 4,000 on gold on this last breakout. And as many of you would know, I've talked about this a few times in the actual gold market, that when we're going sideways through here, I said I'm expecting another breakout to the upside, one more leg to the upside. And that's exactly what we're getting right now. So I see that at this here is probably likely to be the ultimate high, that bubble there. So we're getting towards that last few percent of the move before we see another move on the downside. Same for the SIL. We may have just a little bit, this is weekly charts here. Sorry, silver. We may have a little bit more upside, but we're getting towards the last few percent of this move. Through October, you're going to get rocked. All these markets are going to get rocked big time. Okay? So we are through there. So just be smart about this. And the thing for me is I love about what I do is that I've now banked a lot of money. I've banked profits. I'm no longer hoping it's going to keep going up. I'm not missing out on anything, because just like a smart trader does, I look for these pockets of opportunities that's likely to make a nice move. So I scour the internet all the time. For example, my trades that I've had this year were for example in the last 6 months. One was I actually had a trade on ZBH, right? ZBH. And I actually got into, let me bring up this over here. I actually got into ZBH down here. On a put option, ran up, came down, and I got out here for about a 20-30% loss. Okay? That was ZBH. GRPN was the one that I saw recently, one that I saw that was likely to have a nice move to the upside, and I can capitalize on a nice profit. And that's what I did. I got in there, and I rode it up for about a month or two, and made 300% return. Then I got out of it. Right? I completely got out of it. The next trade that I did off that was platinum. So then I saw platinum. And what did I do? Right? See the breakout there? See this breakout? This is when I got into platinum. Or actually, to be exact, this breakout bar right here, that's when I got into platinum. Held it, took it off, and then I got out of platinum through here somewhere. I didn't hold it to the high because no one knows what the high is going to be. And for you guys, it's just holding and holding and holding and holding, then you get your face ripped off because you kept holding and holding and holding, right? Me, got in there, got out here somewhere, 250% return on my option. Thank you very much. Then the next trade that I did, I saw that, then I got out of that, took a breather, then I hopped into Ethereum. I got into Ethereum down here, like literally right down there. I then got taken out up here. And on my risk, I made like 300-400% return on my risk. Now I say risk, not the margin, because I actually bought it, but the risk that I actually had on there when you convert it to how much risk I was actually taking on that trade, I made about 300-400%, maybe even higher percent return on risk. Then I got into SIL. Here we go, right? I got into SIL right here, right in here. I held it, took it off, and I literally got out of SIL just a week ago up here, as you guys know, for a 280% profit. I was also in SLV. I got into SLV through here. I held it up, and I literally got out up here. And the markets continued up, but I made a 75% return. So the purpose of me saying what I'm saying here, as you can see, so many people love one market. I don't care. I just like to see my digits go up. So I'm out, and guess what sector I'm focusing on right now? I'm not going to let you know the stock. This time, I'm not going to let you know the stock. For the last entire year, I've actually let you know the exact stock, but I'm going to let you know the exact industry that I'm looking at right now. And there's one stock within this industry that is setting up exactly the way that I trade. And if you actually go to johnsfreetraining.com and you go check out my free training I'm going to give you, you'll be able to see the exact setup I'm using, because I teach you for free on that webinar. Then if you go through this sector, you'll be able to find that there is one stock out there that to me is not only looks like it's about to make a nice move, but this looks like a stock that could have a move for a 6 to 12 month, even more type of move. Did you hear what I just said there? Now the thing is that I'm going to be sharing this with my 1% group. If you're interested in joining, like I share everything with my 1% group, right? So if you're interested in joining that 1%, where you're with me every day, you'll be able to see these opportunities, plus also learn this stuff yourself. Second link in the description there, guys. Go fill out the application form. But throughout the entire year, I've mentioned all these different trades, but this time I'm going to keep this one secret. I'm just going to keep it for my 1% group, okay? So for you guys at a 1% group, you probably know what I'm talking about. I looked at this stock today, and I'm probably going to be getting into it. So the sector I'm focusing on right now, and the reason why I'm building this up right now in this video here, is the sector that I'm focusing on myself right now is not silver, it's not gold, it's not crypto. It's the gaming sector. That's right. There's a whole bunch of stocks within the gaming sector, and there's one stock there that is now giving me a confirmation that there's a high probability, no guarantees, that if we do start the move over the next few weeks, this could not only be a move for the next few weeks, but we could see a really big move initially for the next couple of months. And then indeed over the next 6 to 12 months, because this is now breaking out of what I call just a massive energy building phase when the market builds energy, right? Sort of like what silver did. Look what silver has done. If we go to a weekly chart, look what silver really did, right? Why is silver having such a big move? Look at all this. See all this sideways and sideways. See how really silver has really done nothing from basically here. This here is when the market's just basing out. We're going up and down, up and down. And then now, why is silver having such a big move now? Weekly chart. Why? Because it's had a long basing pattern, right? Long basing pattern. And this is what all my trades have, right? Platinum. Why did I get into platinum? Same thing, right? Look at that. Long basing, big move. So the purpose of me saying this to you right now is that while you guys may be chasing and hoping for that last few percent, I'm now diverting my energy because now I'm free. I just made a lot of money. I'm now diverting my energy I'm looking at all the markets all the time. And while the stock market looks like it's going to correct, the gold and mining sector looks like it's getting towards the end of that last hooray before we start to see a good correction. Rocktober on all these markets. But the gaming sector right now, there's one stock within the gaming sector that is amazing. And this could be a really, really, really big profit for me over the next 3, maybe even 6 months with the move that's setting up here. Once again, guys, I'm not going to give this to you for free on YouTube, but I'm trying to give you the concept of why I do so well at trading, right? I'm not sitting here and hoping and praying. I'm always looking for those opportunities. The thing that I must say to you right now is this, okay? The thing that I say to you right now, do you even know what to look for in a setup that's likely to make a big move? Because if you don't, you wouldn't even know what I'm looking at. Even if I did show you this stock, you'd be like, oh, let me get in this stock because John's getting into it. And you're just going to get it. You're just going to get in off a YouTuber. That's called you being a muppet. Don't be a moron, right? And so the reason why I'm getting into this trade in the gaming sector, because it's the setup that I look for that says we now have a high probability of making a big move. Not just the move for a couple of days or a couple of weeks or a couple of months, but the next 6 to 12 months, maybe even longer. This setup here that I'm seeing right now has the potential over the next, say, 2, 3, 4 years of doing something like what gold has done recently. And what did gold do recently? This here. See when we actually went sideways through here and we broke out and we actually went through a very big bull move through here? This is what I'm seeing right now with this one particular stock here, right? So once again, traders, it's so important for you guys that if you are just looking for stuff on YouTube, right? I'm doing a bit of a tough coaching with you guys today, right? And I'm being a little bit tougher with you guys right now because a lot of you guys are like, oh, John, you got out of silver and I did too. Like, you're a moron. Why are you getting out of something because the YouTube is getting out of it? That's not how you trade. I got out of my trade because I was running out of time on my option. I only had a couple of, I was in my last month of my option. I knew I had to get out. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just being smart. And so a lot of you guys that are not investing properly in your education and you're just looking for the free stuff on YouTube, you're completely missing the boat, right? Again, if you like to learn if you actually put in a little bit of work, go to johnsfreetraining.com right now, go get access to my training, go learn the trading system that I use, go scour the entire internet like I have just done recently myself, manually go through it, know exactly what you're looking for, and you'll be able to see the exact stock I'm actually looking at right now. If you're willing to put a work in, which most of you are not, you're going to say, shut up, John, you're an idiot, you're a moron, you know, whatever, this moron, idiot, he's not even telling me what it is, right? I know what you're thinking, but guess what? How can I teach you to feed your fish? How can I teach you to feed your family if you don't know what you're looking for? Right? And especially going to be scouring the internet, just to be looking for things on you. But if you've been following me now for the entire year and you don't even know what I'm looking for, I've been promoting my video and my get access to my training so you can learn the system. Now, this opportunity right now has the potential of making a lot of money for me. A lot of money. We're talking multiple six figures and potentially even a lot more than that by the time it's finished, depending on how I trade this. The question for you is that by you running around like a little muppet, little bumblebee, I'm telling you right now, I'm giving you the foundation. You want to know exactly what that stock is? Cool. Go learn from my free video exactly what system I use. Understand that. Go to the gaming sector. Look through all the stocks in the gaming sector, which I just did myself. And then I found one stock out of all of this that is an absolute gold mine. And it's a gold mine because it's the next shoe to drop in a big way to the upside. While all these markets are at euphoria and people are chasing it down, there's one stock in the gaming sector that if you guys don't even know what to look for, you wouldn't even recognize this. You wouldn't even know what you look for. And for you guys that don't, you're missing out on so many opportunities. So I'm doing this video for two reasons. One, to show you how I trade. I don't focus on one market. I get into silver, the mining sector, hold it for a move, get out. Platinum, Ethereum. Now I'm looking at the gaming sector, right? I'm moving all over the place looking for the next opportunity to drop. So while the stock market and silver and gold are that last 5% move before we go through October, there's one stock right now I could be getting in at the start of a very, very big move, just like gold did back here.